and welcome. You're watching Don Bosco Media Network. This is Deepika Lingdor bringing to you the Salesian news across the globe. On Sunday, June 13th, the training course for people who want to get to know the Association of Mary Help of Christians ADMA began in Valdocco. Following the group's own charism before any other activity, the Eucharist was planned, celebrated in the Basilica of Mary Help of Christians, and the recitation of the Rosary. Only after that, the moment of presentation of the path, knowledge and sharing began. Father Guido Errico, rector of the Basilica, invited all those present to reflect on the fact that they were gathered right under the Basilica, where the foundations from which the stone construction of the sanctuary began, and where even ADMA aspirants can lay the foundations of their journey. On June 19th, the Salesian Missionary Center in Warsaw celebrated its 40th anniversary. For the occasion, at 12 p.m. local time, a Mass was celebrated, presided over by Monsieur Jerzy Mazur, Bishop of Elk and President of the Commission for Missions in the Polish Bishops' Conference, during which 21 volunteers received their mandate and missionary crosses. These young people will leave in the coming weeks to work in different missionary outposts in Africa, South America, Asia and Europe. We are all sent to go to the suburbs to look for human beings wherever they live, work, rest and suffer. To have a missionary spirit is to go and preach, underlined Monsieur Mazur in his homily. Being the leading child protection and rehabilitation agency in Sierra Leone, the Salesian work Don Bosco Fambul commemorates African Child Day every year along with its small beneficiaries. This year, the event focused on the culture and traditions of 4 African nations, Sierra Leone, South Africa, Kenya and Egypt, and also included a narrative on how to care for children in the 21st century. Other activities were also organized aimed at entertaining the minors welcomed at the Salesian Center and elevating their traumas. The Salesian province of Tiruchi, INT, continues the fight against the pandemic through the distribution of food and basic necessities to the most vulnerable families. The Salesian Youth Ministry of the province San Lucas of Venezuela, VEN, continues to be a sign of hope among young people participating in the various provincial projects. Most children, adolescents and young people experience personal situations of great difficulty that cause them serious injuries and a lot of suffering. But if duly accompanied, following their own process of personal recovery with growth and maturation, they can become true educators of their companions with whom they share the same path that gradually prepares them for future educational service tasks in the same work, in their families and in the society. Salesians have been supporting a group of 200 refugee children in the Petare neighborhood near Caracas for more than a year. These were times of hard work, but also of gratification, since many of them have already asked for the sacraments of the Eucharist and baptism. In the face of the emergency generated by the COVID-19 pandemic, the Salesian Network Brazil RSB has promoted a campaign, Online Against Hunger. After months of work, the Salesian province of San Giovanni Bosco in Belo Horizonte, one of the 6 Salesian provinces that is part of the RSB, has published a report on the activities carried out. The following are some data referring to the period June 2020 to April 2021. 20,767 families assisted by the initiative, 3,213 food baskets delivered, 1,847 personal hygiene and cleaning kits distributed, 17,572 other donations, milk, biscuits and meat. The hunger emergency in Brazil in this year of pandemic has increased, and the Reed Pensum estimates that 11.1% of the population suffers from food insecurity. On 17th and 18th June, the Salesian Forum for the Global Educational Pact took place online, an event promoted in collaboration by the Salesian Network Brazil RSB Schools and RSB Comunicación. The forum wanted to involve educators and students in the commitment to the Global Educational Pact proposed by Pope Francis and renew the passion for an education based on the principles of new humanism for the benefit of future generations. The event brought together 1,275 students and educators representing 94 schools of the Salesian Network Brazil, as well as special guests and provincial coordinators. The Valence program of prevention of bullying in Salesian Elche has closed the course with the third edition of the awards, I Am Brave. According to Loli Bosha, coordinator of the project, in this last quarter of the school year and in the midst of the complicated context that a COVID evolution has been generating us, the socio-emotional accompaniment before the consequences of this complex situation and its various expressions become essential for our students, and we are grateful for the support of teachers and families to continue in this line of intervention that has become indispensable for our educational offer. The counselor and teacher of special education of Salesianos San Rafael de Elche, Loli Bosha, has developed together with her classmates a program against bullying which has been in operation for 4 years in the Salesian school. Salesiano San Juan Bosco de Granada wins the 4th school league Recicla con Asientina, promoted by the Environment Area of the Granada City Council and the company Inagra. The students of the center who have invested in this project have managed to collect 845 kilos of domestic oil out of a total of 1,800 kilos collected this year among the schools of the capital. In the 4th league of the oil recycling have participated this school year 2020 to 2021 a dozen centers of Granada capital. The prize consisted of a day of leisure and recycling that was held in the facilities of the Salesian school, where school children could enjoy a circuit of cars, virtual reality activities, a foam attraction and an inflatable castle with water, while several oil recycling workshops have been held for the production of bath salts and aromatic candles. The festive day was attended by the director of the company Inagra, Sebastian Fernandez. Well, dear viewers, that is all we have for you today. Until we meet again, thank you for watching.